Pandora friends, my name's Leanne and I'm mad for Pandora. Welcome back to another video. Today I would like to share my updated rose bracelet design with you. Now, I wasn't very good or very patient with filling it up, so I ended up going through my entire collection and finding out what else I could pull off my other bracelets. Of course, I had a few still just in my jewelry box, not really doing that much or having that much of an impact on bracelets, but there were a few I really had to think about whether I wanted to take them off or not. So I did think this was going to be a bracelet that would evolve over time and just sort of change, and I was going to add things that sort of are in my life now or constantly changing, but I kind of like the idea that I could put little tiny charms on this bracelet with the really tiny clasp. And you know what's funny about that is this bracelet, even though it's full of a lot of old heavier type charms, it's still so much lighter than my other bracelets. So it's actually quite a nice bracelet to wear, but I don't think I really wrecked anything by changing a few things around, and I've managed to use up some charms that weren't getting enough love. But I've decided that the theme for this bracelet is love, and you will see by, if you sort of look at it, it's a little bit random, but at the same time it's not, because it's basically things I love or people in my life. There is one little change that I want to make. I do want to get that new charm that's like infinity symbol with love on it, something to do with family. I can't remember exactly what it's got on it, but I would like to have that opposite the love charm, because I'm basically wearing the bracelet with clasp up now, and I wasn't sure if I would do that, and I can have it up the other way if I want, because the middle bit is still very nice. But I don't know, I kind of really like this clasp and I wanted to give it a go. I mean, I wear the mini designs with it up that way, so it's, yeah, a bit of a challenge to me to design a bracelet like that, but I don't know, I'm just not patient and I couldn't wait to fill this up because it is a much more floppy bracelet, very relaxed, and I feel like if it's not evenly weighted, it could have the potential to stretch. I don't know, because typically I do not buy bracelets like that at all. I don't know what everybody else's experience with more relaxed bracelets are if you only have a couple of things on it from the start, but I'm sort of not experienced in that department because I always try and go for the stiffest bracelet that I can find, but these ones seem to be way more relaxed. I have noticed a few times the way I've done it up can make it a little bit sort of more rigid, but I don't always fluke it to be like that, so it's mostly floppy. So we might just start with this end. I don't usually show my bracelets undone like this, but as you can see, the gorgeous rose clasp, so beautiful. It does open up a lot, this one, but the clasp is very, clicks well when it's on, when I do it up. So this is a beautiful raindrop safety chain that I managed to pick up. Do have the hallmarks there. It's sort of not one that's really oxidized, but it's also not one that's super shiny. It's somewhere in between, so maybe over time it'll oxidize a lot more. And this next one I showed last time. This is just a beautiful little old flower charm. Now I do have the matching 3-flower ring. You would have seen that before. I love this one. And the reason I've put this one and the matching one at the end, obviously for symmetry, and balance, but it is a screw on, so it's the perfect charm to have at the end. There are some old wider rose spaces that I wouldn't mind getting. I think they will probably be screw on as well, but for now these are certainly doing what they need to for this design. Now I bought this charm fairly cheap quite a long time ago, and this is actually the baby dummy pacifier, and I had added this one to one of my other family bracelets just recently to represent my second grandbaby. My youngest daughter has had a second daughter and just recently, and I thought maybe I didn't need it along with the booty on that other bracelet, that I could have it on this one to represent both my granddaughters. And then I had this gold charm that I'd bought off my daughter a long time ago, but because I only have one, it was never getting any use because I like to have spaces and clips. I like to have 2 of them. So this is a really, really beautiful charm. I hope to pick up a second one day. But with this design, I really don't need a second one, and I'm not going to pay a fortune for it. Now, this next charm is super old, and this is one of the old perfume bottles. Now, in the old ones, there are 2 designs, so they are slightly different. Apparently, there's one that says PAN or something. It's super rare as well. So I do love this one. This was on my me and hubby bracelet. There's the hallmarks there, they're upside down. But yeah, the bracelet can do without it because it is such a tiny one. Now this one, if I'm going to remove a charm, I will probably remove this one to put that infinity symbol in, because I actually miss where this was. And I'm not sure that I improved the design. I added this little pave strawberry in its place on the other bracelet, and I'm not super loving it. I mean, it goes quite fine, but I do miss this one. So for now, this one's on here and it goes with the pink. And then I have this beautiful little flower spaces. I have, I think, at least 4 of these in my collection, maybe 6. I'm not really sure. I keep moving them around, so it sort of confuses me. Okay, now these are the Lassoon clips. I can't say it properly. I can't remember exactly how to say it. But these are beautiful, and these were, I believe, an Australian exclusive for a breast cancer thing years and years ago. Now, I did have these on my leather bracelet, and I really wanted to use them on this, and they're very small, so I think they go well. And adding the darker flowers, I feel like they brought out the design a bit more. And then I've added my hubby's little guitar. Now, I did take this guitar off me and hubby rose like the actual rose plated bracelet, but I've replaced it with the electric guitar. So I haven't wrecked that design, and it actually goes better, I think. But when we got married, and the reason it was on the other bracelet is because my husband actually played the guitar at our reception. He wrote me a song, so that's the meaning behind this. So I haven't got something specific for my girls, but for now it's basically the perfume bottle is representing them. This one is representing my grandchildren. And then my hubby is represented by the guitar and the love of music, I guess. And then I have these other beautiful gold, these are 14 karat gold spaces, super, super old. I love them. And then also my husband makes me coffee all the time. Now, of course he doesn't make it in a coffee pot like this, but I did love this charm when it was a country exclusive that we never got, so I did manage to track it down. Bit of a story behind this charm. The first one I bought was a fake and I returned it and got this one. It's the Dahlia coffee pot or something. And then of course I've shown this before. This is a beautiful little old sun charm. It's enamel and it just has a little smiley face on it. It just makes me so happy, and this is to represent obviously the sun and sort of like, you know, being out in the beautiful weather and going to the beach and stuff like that. And I love coffee, so this represents coffee and my husband making it for me. And this one here, I've had it for a long time, and it was one of the original dog charms. It's actually a Labrador, but it was sort of the original dog that I got to represent my daughter's dog that passed away, but then I got a better charm for her. So this was doing nothing in my collection. So I thought it's actually a really small dog charm, so it would be perfect to represent all the beautiful puppies in my life, mine and my daughter's beautiful dogs. And of course we've got another one of these beautiful gold spaces. I will try and put in the description what all the codes for all these are in case you want to look them up. And then I did have this beautiful little thong, and as we've said in the last video, Australia does call it a thong. But it's got a beautiful little red stone in it, and it's a beautiful charm, but a lot of designs I had, it was just so tiny it got lost. So I think this is perfect for it. And it's certainly about the same length as the guitar. Everything's just in miniature on this bracelet. And then I have another one of the loose-in clips. And then I have another one of the spaces. And then I have the beautiful two-tone heart that I got. Just says, "You have a heart of gold." And my husband bought me that. So that's just beautiful. I have two of those now. And then I have the gorgeous love script. And then I have the cross. Now this is a beautiful beaded two-tone cross. It's really old and it's just beautiful. And that's to represent my faith. And then I have another one of the actual charms of the spaces. But it's funny because even though this is a spacer, it looks like a full-size charm on this bracelet. So what do you think of that? loving it. So like I said, probably only one change. And there are a lot of things on here of things that I actually love. Now I did design this to be able to wear it up my arm, but I can put it on either way. Okay, so if I had the clasp down, that's what it would look like. And that would be on top. But I can still spin it. And beautiful roses on top. And of course you have the matching on either side. I just found that the love flips less if I had it on the side of my wrist rather than the bottom. And I think that looks really pretty like that. So being a love bracelet, the love is sort of facing me. And then I have a lot of things that I love on here, like the beach, going for walks with my beautiful Bundy on the beach, represent our dogs, and the beautiful sunshine, and coffee, and guitar. So it's quite a lot of things that I love and are special to me on this bracelet. There you go. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the updated version. And of course, I really can't wait. So I'm still wearing this beautiful rose ring stack and I love it. I do hope to get the other rose ring, and I will probably just have one on each finger. But let me know what you think. Of course, I've got the beautiful rose earrings here. I absolutely love them. Still loving them, still wearing them quite a lot. Not quite as often because I feel like I've got to give some other things a go as well. And I do like wearing the two-tone heart studs and the little necklace as well, because it does go with the two-tone heart on here. So I think that was probably my favorite pick in the end, that I'm wearing the most, just because I can wear it with a set. Otherwise, the little butterfly earrings, and some people like the leaves. I also had someone else say they really like the little hexagonal bee design, and yeah, I really don't think I can go wrong. I'll just wear the studs that I want to wear at the time, I think, depending on what else I'm wearing these earrings with. But no one said I absolutely had to get the other white earrings, which I was really surprised about. Anyway, I guess that saves me some money. I did find out too, I've got dragonfly silver earrings as well, and they go okay as well. So definitely lots of choices. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my updated bracelet design, and I hope you guys are doing really well. And until next time, take care.